guys, it's Naseem here. Now, after using the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus for about 3 months now, the one thing that kept coming to my mind after using it on a day-to-day basis was this one simple statement that I think explains the Tab S8 Plus pretty perfectly. And that statement is, I think that the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus is a great tablet that's worth the money. And I say this because at the time of me making this video, you could buy the Tab S8 Plus for $829, which is a really great deal when compared to other tablets in this price range. And the reason why I personally think that this is a great deal is because the Tab S8 Plus has an amazing 12.4-inch Super AMOLED display. It has a 10,000 mAh battery that lasts more than a day, and it has an amazing Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip that is powerful enough to run the software really well and handle a heavy workload. And even though the Tab S8 Plus had many things going for it, I wanted to share my experience with you guys so that you can decide whether or not this tablet is actually worth it. And now the first thing that I wanted to look at when it comes to the Tab S8 Plus is the display. Now the Galaxy Tab S8 Plus has a 12.4-inch Super AMOLED display that has an extremely high resolution with a 120Hz refresh rate. And if I'm being honest, the Tab S8 Plus definitely has the best looking display that I have ever seen on a tablet. The colors were amazing, the display was vibrant, the quality was great, the screen resolution was sharp, and the whole experience of the display was nothing less than amazing. I also really loved how bright the screen was. Like whenever I would use my Tab S8 outside, there was never a time where I would turn the brightness up and the screen didn't look good. Like right here, you can see how it looks whenever I'm outside, and no matter how much the sun was shining, I was still able to see the picture on my Tab S8 very clear, which was very good compared to other tablets. I also love the overall quality of the screen. Like right here, you can see I'm watching a YouTube video, and the whole picture looks like a high quality mini TV that I can take anywhere with me. And even when I'm playing games, you can see that the display is really big, and I had no trouble seeing the game I was playing. The screen resolution was also something that I was really impressed with because when it comes to gaming graphics, a lot of tablets just don't hold up. And speaking of size, I was surprised by the 12.4-inch display because I thought it was going to be too big for me. But honestly, it was the perfect size because not only was it extremely huge, but it was also more portable than the Tab S8 Ultra, which definitely helped when carrying it to work. And to give you guys an idea of how great this display is, here are some examples of me playing games and watching videos on my Tab S8 Plus.
Off the elbow. Great ball movement. Wiggins elevates and finishes.
And now the next thing that I wanted to look at when it comes to the Tab S8 Plus is the Bluetooth S Pen. Now the S Pen on the Tab S8 Plus was definitely one of my favorite features that I loved about this tablet, and something that I still use a lot when I'm on my S Pen is the ability to write down notes. Like right here, you can see that if you have something quick you want to jot down, you can activate your S Pen and be able to write it down with low latency. And this feature is very helpful for situations where you're in school and you need to jot down some notes, or you may be at work and you need to write down some simple tasks to help you do your job, or even if you're preparing some type of list and you can get things done. And there were many features that the S Pen has, but this definitely was the one that helped me the most. And you can also open quick tabs with your S Pen, which allows you to create a note, open an app, draw, etc. And now the next thing that I wanted to look at when it comes to the Tab S8 Plus is the battery. Now the Galaxy Tab S8 Plus has a 10,000 mAh battery, which in itself is extremely high for any tablet. I would get around 6 to 8 hours of on-screen time by doing things like watching videos, playing games, drawing, scripting videos, etc. And I will confidently say that the battery was able to last me a full day. Like at the end of every day, I would have about 30% battery left, which was pretty amazing since I was putting a lot of strain on the battery for a longer period of time. And the only time where I didn't last all day was when I would play a heavy game for a long amount of time, like Call of Duty Mobile. But I will give it a pass because any game that powerful will drain the battery faster. I also was really impressed with how fast the charge times were because usually a lot of other tablets have a bigger battery, which means slower charge times, but the Tab S8 Plus wasn't too slow. Like whenever I would charge my tablet while getting ready to head out, I will be getting ready for about an hour and a half, and my tablet will charge from 20% to 100%, which was pretty great for me. And if you are someone who likes to go out with your tablet, then I would advise you to keep it portable on you if you're going to be playing heavy games because again, it will drain the battery faster. And now the next thing that I loved about my Galaxy Tab S8 Plus after using it for 3 months is the pretty amazing software. And when I say software experience, I mean just how well the software was and how smooth it was able to handle it. Like right here, you can see me scrolling through the OS and you can see just how well kept it is. I didn't have to deal with any lags, I didn't have to deal with any apps crashing on me, and I didn't have to deal with some apps not being compatible with the screen size, so that was a plus. And I think that this and the screen again were definitely the most enjoyable parts for me, because when everything is running smooth, it makes tasks much easier to do, which means that I'm more overall happy with my purchase. And I also really like how well it was able to handle Samsung DeX. Like right here, you can see I'm still able to get my work done with no hiccups, and whenever I connect my keyboard, it feels no different than the laptop. And now the last thing that I wanted to look at when it comes to the Tab S8 Plus is the quad speakers. Now the quad speakers on the Tab S8 Plus are some of the best that I've ever heard on any tablet in this price range. They were loud, very clear, full of bass, all while still maintaining that amazing quality. I love that no matter how much I turned up the volume, I was still able to get great quality, because when it comes to other devices, they'll sound good when the volume is low, but once that volume goes all the way up, they don't sound that good. And that was something that I really appreciated about the speakers. And to give you guys an idea of what I mean, I will be putting the speakers on full blast while playing that video.
On his final game, Bryant still working, doing work. Kobe underneath, count if it goes. That's why I think he's been going to the basket a little bit more. The chance continue to echo through Staples Center, as they have through his entire career. Then go to practice with them. A basket equals a 50-point game. Kobe underneath. He's got 51.
And there it is, my review on the Galaxy Tab S8 Plus. Now let me know down in the comments, would you still buy the Tab S8 Plus after everything that I told you? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe, it'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.